Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a powerful and emotional subject, the moment she realizes she lost a good man. Now let's be honest, in relationships it's easy to take people for granted. Sometimes women, just like men, don't fully realize the value of someone.
Until that person is no longer around. But what does it actually feel like when a woman realizes she let go of a man who truly cared for her, respected her, and was willing to build a future with her? That realization, when it finally hits, isn't just painful, it's life-changing. So in this video, we'll break down the psychology behind this moment, the signs she starts noticing, the regrets she feels, and why it often comes too late. If you've ever been the good man in someone's life, or if you're simply curious about the psychology of regret, then stay with me until the very end. Because this isn't just about relationships, it's about self-worth, timing, and human nature. Main body 1. The beginning. Why good men are overlooked. Let's start at the root. A good man is often steady, loyal, respectful, and emotionally supportive. He may not always be flashy, overly dramatic, or the kind of guy who plays games, and that's exactly why sometimes women in the wrong mindset overlook him. She may think he's too predictable, or he's not as exciting as other men, or even I'll always have him around so I don't need to worry. This false sense of security makes her blind to his real value. And while she's busy chasing excitement, attention, or validation elsewhere, she fails to see that the man she has is the one who would have stood by her through storms. Here's the truth. Familiarity often dulls appreciation. It's only when the familiar is gone that the weight of its absence hits the hardest. The turning point. When he walks away, now comes the critical moment. A good man has patience, but he also has self-respect. He will try, he will give chances, he will communicate. But when he realizes his love is being taken for granted, he quietly steps back. And that silence is louder than any argument. For the woman, the turning point often begins the second she notices that his energy has shifted. He no longer calls as often. He no longer tries to fix every problem. He no longer sacrifices his own needs to please her. At first, she might not take it seriously. She may even think he's bluffing, but eventually she realizes he's not coming back the same way. That's when regret starts knocking, the moment of realization. So what exactly happens in her psychology when she realizes she lost a good man? It's not always one dramatic scene. Sometimes it's a slow build of little moments. She sees him happy without her. That smile in his new pictures, that laughter she hasn't heard in months. It hits her. He's moving on. She notices other women respecting him. Suddenly the qualities she overlooked, his kindness, his stability, his loyalty, are the exact qualities other women now admire. She remembers the little things, the texts to check if she ate, the way he supported her dreams, the times he forgave her mistakes, and she realizes no one else treats her the same way. She feels the silence. No more good morning messages, no more I'm here for you reminders. That void speaks louder than anything else. And in that quiet space the thought creeps in. I had something rare. I had something real, and I let it slip away. That is the exact moment regret transforms into pain. Why it hits harder later. Here's something fascinating about human psychology. We often understand value only in hindsight. When a woman loses a good man, the full weight of that loss doesn't always hit immediately. Sometimes it takes weeks, months, or even years. Why? Because only time reveals the difference between temporary excitement and long-term value. That guy she thought was more fun. He disappears when things get tough. The attention she craved, it fades as quickly as it came. The people she prioritized, they don't stand by her when Shashan is struggling. And suddenly, the contrast becomes crystal clear. The man she left wasn't just another option. He was the foundation she never knew she needed. The emotions she feels. When the realization finally lands, it unleashes a storm of emotions. Regret. Why didn't I see it then? Guilt. I hurt someone who truly loved me. Longing. I wish I could go back. Fear. What if I never find someone like him again? These emotions are heavy because they're tied to missed opportunities. Unlike other mistakes in life, losing a good man often feels permanent, because once a man has moved on with dignity, he rarely looks back. The lessons she learns too late. Here's where psychology teaches us something important. Regret is a teacher, but often a cruel one. She learns that consistency is rare. She learns that loyalty isn't boring, it's priceless. She learns that respect and kindness aren't weaknesses, they're strengths. She learns that games, drama, and short-term thrills don't build a future. Unfortunately, these lessons come after the fact, and while she may grow from them, she can't undo the past. The empowering perspective for men. Now, if you're watching this as a man who feels you were once the good guy she lost, here's the perspective you need to hold on to. Her realization isn't your responsibility anymore. Your worth was always there. You just gave it to someone who couldn't see it at the time. And the beauty is this. When you walk away with dignity, you don't just teach her a lesson, you protect your own future. You leave space for someone who will recognize your value immediately without needing to lose you first to understand it. The bigger picture. Female psychology in relationships. So, what does this all say about female psychology? Women, like men, are deeply influenced by timing, maturity, and emotional state. A woman who isn't ready to appreciate stability may confuse chaos for passion. But eventually, most realize that real love is found in consistency, not in constant drama. And when she finally understands that, see if she has already lost a good man, it becomes one of the most profound regrets of her life. Conclusion. So here's the takeaway. The moment she realizes she lost a good man isn't just about him. It's about the lessons she had to learn the hard way. It's about how human beings often fail to appreciate what they have until it's gone. If you're a man watching this, remember, your worth is not defined by who fails to see it. The right woman will not need to lose you to know your value. She'll recognize it, cherish it, and match it with her own love and respect. And if you've ever been in this situation, take it not as a loss, but as redirection. Because sometimes life closes one door to lead you towards someone who will never make you question your worth. Remember, being a good man is not a weakness, it's your greatest strength. And the right person won't need hindsight to know it. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and relationships, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Because at the end of the day, true love is never about games, it's about respect, appreciation, and growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.